One question that I always get is, what's the difference between 3 nines fine silver and 4 nines fine silver? Is one better than the other?
SD Bullion is giving away a monster box of 2024 Tree of Life silver coins. Sign up today at sdbullion.com/sweepstakes.
Hey, what's up?
Morning, how are you?
Good to see ya.
Good morning, Silver Dragons.
Good to see you, Harry.
You too.
Once again, my eyes are drawn immediately down to these Carson City silver dollars.
Circulated examples, but still, they carry the iconic Carson City mint mark.
So is that why these are so much more expensive than the other Morgan dollars, that little CC at the bottom?
That little CC is a big deal. It's Carson City. It's a piece of the Old West.
It's a mint that didn't produce too many coins or type coins for that matter. It started with the Comstock load, I think it was.
You know what I think it is too? Just 2 letters instead of 1 on a mint mark.
Oh yeah.
It's fun.
Yeah, they are cool. I have 1 in my collection, but there's always room for more. If we look over here, you have, is this the same $500 bill from the last video?
That was 2 500 bills ago. Adrian had several that he had picked up at a show. We've been selling about 1 a week.
And what's special about these $100 bills up here?
2 things. They're star notes, which again means that something was wrong with the first printing and they had to redo them. And when they do, they reuse the serial number. And when they reuse it, by law, they've got to put a star next to it. But the other thing about these that is, for some might be kind of a fun thing, is they're consecutive notes. The serial numbers 95 and 96. I think someone young needs to buy these and let time be their friend. They're beautiful notes, but they're from 2017, so they're not a great rarity. Not like the $500 bill.
Yeah, I would prefer the $500 bill.
Yeah, for sure.
Looks like you sold a bit of your gold too since I was here last.
Yeah, Saturday was like locusts descending on the shop, which we were grateful for the invasion, but everything went. Haven't quite recovered on the gold yet, but we have recovered nicely on the silver. We're fully stocked with World Silver, meaning Maples, Island, Nation of Niue, Philharmonics. We have lots and lots of Silver Eagles, including 2024s.
Ooh, 2024s. Can we take a look at one?
Sure.
Let's see. So did you get a whole monster box of these?
Yes.
Wow. Look at that, 2024. And I'm trying to remember where the little missing reed is.
It's right above the eagle's head.
There you go.
If you look at the eagle, and then you can see going forward.
There it is. Those are cool. I mean, I do prefer the type 1 eagles personally.
Really?
But, you know, an eagle is an eagle.
You don't like that carrying the branch in mid-flight?
Well, my problem is the wing is clipped. It's not a full wing. It's a symbolism, Harry, for the way our country's going.
On the other hand, to me it says movement, so that it's just about to come into full view.
Well, I think the other eagle is more majestic. I mean, I don't think you can beat that. Personally, I would prefer the type 1. But
You know, though, John Mercanti, who designed that eagle, has gone on to do the wedge-tailed eagles for Australia, and I think he's done his best work for Australia.
Really?
Oh, they're just gorgeous, gorgeous eagles.
Since we have the eagles out, Harry, one question that I always get is, what's the difference between 3 nines fine silver and 4 nines fine silver? Is one better than the other? Because the eagles are obviously, they only say fine silver on them. They don't even say the purity, but we know that they're 3 nines fine.
Right, and another example of the term fine silver is found on the Austrian Philharmonics. If you look right below the organ there, it says 1 ounce fine silver, which is the German for that.
So it's weird. They don't even say 3 nines fine, but obviously we know they're only 3 nines fine.
Yeah, fine silver is defined as 3 nines fine. On the other hand, you go to silver maples from Canada, and they say 4 nines fine.
Yeah, 9999 right on the side.
Another example of 4 nines fine would be from Niue. If you look very carefully down, if you can get a view of that next to the shield.
They actually say 9999 fine silver.
Yeah, they
so
cover
they all
it.
have a variation.
They cover it all. The truth is, mathematically, we're talking about 6 to 9 10 thousandths of a difference in the purity of, from say an eagle to a maple, and it's so negligible as to be really more of a marketing ploy than anything meaningful. If we can step over to the scale, maybe Adrian can show you some differences here.
Yeah, let's weigh them and just
Yeah.
see what the difference is. So what do we got?
So we got the eagle here.
All right, 31.3 grams, we'll call it that. So a little bit heavy,
Yep, definitely. We got the maple.
right on the money, 31.1. So this one is more pure. It's 4/9 fine, and it's basically exactly an ounce. The eagle was a little bit heavy, but it's not as fine. So there's like copper in it, right?
Yeah, we get a little bit of copper with that silver.
So it's better to get the eagle.
Yeah, I guess, because you're getting the ounce of silver and you're getting some copper, so you
Yeah.
can stack both metals in one.
Well, the point is they're both a full ounce of pure silver, not unlike when we talk about gold eagles where they're 22 karat, but I'm constantly having to explain to people, and the same with Krugerrands, is it's a full ounce of pure gold and alloy,
Yeah.
copper, a little bit of silver.
So this is kind of a similar idea, but just on a much smaller scale.
Oh, a much less expensive scale, but
Yeah.
yes, and really I think 9 10 thousandths of purity comes to about 2 or 3 cents difference in price. If you really want to get technical about it, I don't think it matters any at all. It doesn't matter to us when we're buying it.
Yeah.
That's for certain.
So if I was coming into the shop to buy some silver and I was looking at the 3/9 fine, whether it be the eagles or the rounds or some of these other coins versus the 4/9 fine, you would say there's virtually no difference.
There is no difference in terms of how we buy and sell them. It's
Yeah.
absolutely no difference. I will admit there are customers who only want 4/9s, and so you have to steer them towards the coins that say that, which would be most typically would be the maples.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I've always thought it kind of was a little bit of just a marketing thing, because when it comes to investment grade silver, the industry standard has always been 3/9 fine. So they're kind of doing a little bit more than necessary. It's not needed.
It's one-upmanship.
Yeah.
I can do a little bit more pure than you. And it may be a more practical thing, and I don't know if this is certain, but it could be that where these various countries source their blanks, one company makes 4/9s and one makes 3, and it, you got to put on the coin what it is, and maybe that's the reason. But it's more likely the one-upmanship, I think.
So if you could do 4/9 fine, why not 5 or 6? I mean, what's the difference?
Well, hasn't that been done?
I think there's been a couple things done by the Royal Canadian Mint. For sure there's a 5.
Yeah, I've seen the 5/9 fine gold. Have you ever had one in the shop?
I don't think so.
Do you think you would pay more for it or the same?
I mean, I look at what the market's doing on them just to see what they're selling for. Even we get 3/9 fine gold and 4/9 fine gold, and it doesn't make too much of a difference, but when it comes to gold, there is a slight difference sometimes from the wholesale, the premiums that they pay on them.
I've heard that the 3/9 fine maples, for example, are not worth as much as the 4/9 fine. Is that true?
Yes, because it's the marketability. So people are looking for that 4/9 fine, especially when it comes to gold, and they're buying a maple. It's like, well, the 4/9 fine is a lot more popular now, so they want that 4/9 fine.
Interesting. So for silver, it doesn't really matter, but for gold, it might matter a little bit.
I think so, because people are spending a bigger chunk of money, and they want to feel like they're getting their money's worth for it.
So by that train of thought, the 5/9s would be slightly more desirable.
Yeah, I would think so.
Yeah.
I mean, if I was buying an ounce of gold and there was a 5/9 fine and a 4/9, I'm going for that 5.
Yeah, me too.
If I can connect the dots between this video and the last one we did, where in the comments section people were saying, well, Harry doesn't really like gold bars, but he seems okay with silver bars. To what Adrian said, the stakes are higher. You're talking about a $30 purchase versus a $2,400 purchase. And so you care more. You want it to be exactly what you want. Whereas people have come in here looking for a particular round, and I'll say, no, but I have it in a bar. Okay, I'll take the bar. It's a $30 investment.
Yeah, if you get it wrong with gold, it could be $100 lost. If you get it wrong with silver, maybe only $1.
If that.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. The stakes are lower with silver. It's one of the reasons I like silver. I love stacking silver eagles and the rest of them maples. In fact, I have a monster box of maples and a monster box of silver eagles. And if I had to sell, I probably would sell the maples first, just because I'd rather hold on to something that's American. But it has nothing to do with the purity, you know.
Well, all this talk about purity this morning is kind of funny because recently what's selling best here isn't 3 9s or 4 9s or 5 9s fine anything. It's 90% silver.
Yeah, the least pure.
Yeah, which is 10% copper. So I guess purity matters depending what you're investing in, but just tongue in cheek though, 90% is selling better than 3 or 4 9s right now.
Yeah, people love the 90%. I think they're worried that they might have to use it for barter.
Yeah.
And the premium is very, very low on this stuff, so it makes sense.
It's just a hair above melt.
Yeah. And you actually have 1/4 down here with some red on it.
Yeah.
Which reminds me of a very good short that we did back in the day.
You know, I have to say I'm pleasantly amazed and grateful to everyone out there, but it has well over 5 million views, which
crazy.
was just a little topic we talked about on these house coins, as they were called. And if you would like more information, I direct you to our short about these.
No doubt. Hey, Adrian's wife, I think it was, had a good idea. Can you tell the viewers?
Yeah, so she was like, hey, she's always thinking outside the box and trying to help us, with videos and what to talk about. And she had an idea that maybe the viewers can decide what one of our topics can be for the video. So I think that'd be good to see what people want us to cover or anything that they want to learn more about.
Yeah, absolutely. So if you want us to cover a topic, with Adrian and Harry here, let us know down below in the comment section what you want us to cover, and then I will take some of the top comments with the most thumbs ups and I'll do a poll on my channel, and then we will cover it in the next video next week.
I'm a little nervous. Like, is Harry really wearing a toupee? Because I see that in the comments section now and again. So
now they're going to comment it every time.
Yeah, no, but really, if there's anything you've ever wondered, anything you need advice on purchasing, or just any questions you might have for us, or topics that you want us to cover, I think it'd be a good way to, get what people want to see.
Yeah, definitely leave your comments below, and maybe we'll do multiple videos.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be just one.
And within reason, I'll answer whatever your questions are. No kidding. Within reason.
Yeah, of course. All right. Well, hey, we always appreciate the time, Harry.
Thank you, Silver Dragon.
Yep.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.